You're not just bad at mornings. Your brain is literally out of sync with the planet. Most Americans reach for coffee the second they wake up just to clear the morning fog. But your brain isn't actually waiting for caffeine. It's waiting for light, a very specific frequency of light that tells your brain, it's morning. Release cortisol, clear the sleep pressure, turn the system on. Miss that signal, and your brain stays in night mode for hours. That's why you feel foggy at 9 a.m., crash in the afternoon, and suddenly feel awake at midnight. Today, we're going to reset your circadian rhythm in about 5 minutes using the most powerful biological trigger on Earth, light. And once you understand how this works, your mornings will never feel the same again. To understand why sunlight is non-negotiable, we need to talk about a molecule called adenosine. From the moment you wake up, adenosine starts building up in your brain. Think of it like sleep pressure. The longer you're awake, the more pressure builds, until your brain eventually says, all right, it's time to shut this system down. Now here's where most people go wrong. Most Americans try to solve this pressure with coffee. But biologically, caffeine doesn't actually remove adenosine. It just blocks the signal. Caffeine's molecular shape is almost identical to adenosine, so it slips into your brain's receptors and parks there. Like someone taking a parking spot that wasn't meant for them. The sleep signal gets blocked, but the adenosine doesn't disappear. It keeps building up behind the scenes. Then, a few hours later, when the caffeine wears off, all that backed up adenosine floods the system at once, and that's the famous 2 p.m. crash. You're not just tired, your brain is dealing with a chemical traffic jam. So, how do you clear it properly? This is where morning sunlight becomes critical. Early in the morning, when sunlight enters your eyes, something remarkable happens. Special light-sensitive cells in your retina detect those photons, and instead of sending a signal to help you see, they send a signal to your brain's master clock, a structure called the Suprachiasmatic Nucleus, or SCN. This tiny cluster of neurons inside your hypothalamus is the central timekeeper of your entire body. It coordinates hormones, body temperature, digestion, sleep cycles, cellular repair. Without that early morning light signal, your master clock starts to drift. Your body enters a kind of biological jet lag, even if you never leave your house. And that's when the fatigue, brain fog, and afternoon crashes begin. Here's where the biologic really kicks in. That blast of morning sunlight doesn't just wake you up. It triggers a 2-hormone chain reaction that controls your entire day. The first hormone is cortisol. Now in the US, cortisol has a terrible reputation. It's usually called the stress hormone. But in the morning, cortisol is actually exactly what you want. Your brain produces something called the Cortisol Awakening Response. Think of it like a biological spark plug. It wakes up your nervous system, sharpens your focus, and prepares your immune system for the day ahead. Without that morning light signal, that spark plug never fires properly. And that's why so many people feel groggy until noon. Here's the crazy part. If you stay indoors behind glass in the morning, your eyes receive about 50 times less light than they would outside. Not 5 times, 50 times. Your brain simply never gets the signal that morning has started. But the second effect of sunlight is even more powerful. That same light exposure starts a biological countdown timer for sleep. Roughly 14 to 16 hours later, your brain releases melatonin. This is the hormone that tells your body, it's time to shut down. But here's the critical detail. Your brain cannot start that countdown until it receives the morning light signal. If you miss that signal before about 10 a.m., your internal clock gets confused. Your brain never receives a clear start command for the day, which means it won't know when to send the stop command at night. And that's why millions of people end up lying in bed at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling with their mind racing. You didn't lose the sleep battle at midnight. You lost it at 7 a.m., when you stayed indoors. By the time you're trying to fall asleep, your melatonin schedule may already be hours behind because your brain never received the daylight data it needed to start the countdown. And in the Biologic series, we don't chase life hacks. We look for the fundamental biological rules that automate your health. So how do you actually use sunlight to reset your biology? Let's break down the morning sunlight protocol. Rule number 1, and this is where most people get it wrong. A window doesn't count. Sitting near a window or in a bright office isn't enough. Modern window glass is designed to filter out key wavelengths of light your brain needs to detect morning. In fact, glass can reduce the light signal reaching your eyes by more than half, which means your brain never receives the message that the day has started. To trigger the system properly, you need to be outside with nothing between your eyes and the sky. Now let's talk about timing. If you wake up to a clear sunny morning in the US, about 5 to 10 minutes of outdoor light is enough. But if the sky is cloudy or overcast, the light intensity drops significantly. In that case, you'll need closer to 20 to 30 minutes outside to reach the same biological signal. And here's another important rule. No sunglasses during this window. You don't need to stare at the sun. Never do that. All we want is ambient daylight entering the eyes. If you wear sunglasses, your brain interprets the environment as early dusk or twilight, which means the Cortisol Awakening Response never triggers properly. For people living in northern climates with very little winter sunlight, there is a backup option. A 10,000 lux light box used for about 20 minutes in the morning can work as a substitute. But whenever possible, nothing beats the full spectrum of natural sunlight. When you view morning light, you're essentially setting your body's daily clock. You're giving your nervous system the data it needs to understand exactly when the day begins. That signal allows your internal clock to schedule your sleep hormones with remarkable precision. In other words, you're not just waking up your brain, you're programming tonight's sleep. This is the core philosophy behind the Biologic series. We're not chasing productivity hacks. We're aligning with the fundamental biological rules that govern human performance. And once you understand those rules, your body starts doing the work for you. In the next video, we're shifting from light to the brain's reward system. We're going deep into dopamine and explaining why your smartphone may be rewiring your motivation and shrinking your attention span. You won't want to miss that breakdown. I'll see you in the next one.